Aries. Ooh, my God. Could you be any more powerful in your element and clear right now? Oh, and some little bit of a love, tender, sweetness energy coming in there too, but just powerful, powerful reading. All right, stay tuned. We're going to talk all about it. As we take 30 seconds to forward through the shuffle and the card layout, I wanted to tell you about the December Astrology video. To navigate these energies more successfully makes life a little bit easier. So the topics covered in the video are the Mercury retrograde through the holidays, the inspiring new moon in Sagittarius, the winter solstice and the epiphany of the Mercury cazimi that's going to happen, and so many more topics of the plays of the planets that's going to be very helpful for you to know. So check out the link below in this video in the below description to hook up to it. Hope you check it out. Cheers! Wow, Aries, let's get to this. Woo! This is one of those that you feel the energy and you're like, woo! You got all cylinders firing. You're clear. You've got the energy of Mars right now. You've got Mars is very clear and clean and energized. It just went through the cazimi, and then it's going to have the effects of Sagittarius, which is inspirited, inspired, gusto, go. Also, though, we do know that we're into the retrograde, so it's holding Mars back a little bit. And Mars has got this energy like, but I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm ready. Got fire in me. Like yours is so Mars and so clear that it's like doing it, the reading, and it's almost intimidating. It's funny because I'm an Aries. But yet even this reading goes, woo, oh my. I've got lots of other stuff in my planets too. But my goodness, this even slightly intimidates me, but I'm going to utilize it. So the biggest thing is you're very clear right now. There's some other signs that are feeling out of sorts or vulnerable or lots of other stuff, but no, you are in a window of time period where everything's very clear to you. Okay, so in your middle section it says that you are functioning, high functioning right now. You've got your chariot, it's right side up, all your skills and everything like that. You're able to go forward. You're able to have your male and female energy going forward. You're right on track with everything. You're able to see that the things that are working, coming to fruition, that are working for you or not working for you. You're very clear on that. You're making decisions. A lot of this energetics are like your passions and your projects, and even monetarily things you want to get accomplished. It's like almost has this militaristic feel to it. It's like go, 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 gusto. And the manifesting of what you want to do, who you want to work with, the choices you want to make, and you know that you're needing the rest and recoup to really get in there and make those choices, but you're able to do it. Saying just recently that you're trying to choose some new actions that aren't moving forward yet, but you're making some choices and decisions on them. You are truly making choices and decisions right now because you also realize that the execution is not quite yet, because that doesn't come until when we get into January, and partnerships and all that sort of stuff. So you are very clear and you understand that already. You are on. It does say in the future, this is so funny. It does say in the future, anybody, I got to tell you, anybody who's being a bully or anything should not come across your path in the next 2-3 weeks, because one of the Aries' most favorite things to do is eat bullies alive. And you're not having it. If there's anybody that's really misbehaving, especially someone who's trying to hurt, cause harm, or say mean things to somebody else, you're going to eat them alive. But the funny thing is, normally I say, hold up, don't say what you're going to regret, but you're so clear. There's nothing like an Aries when they're this clear and they're on fire that you go like, have at it, because it's like beautiful. It's like poetry in motion. Those those areas where that bully needed it for you to have some choice words or whatever. So I'm not going to tell you anything of like you may be just the person to protect people in the next 2 weeks from the bullies and stuff, because, woo, oh my goodness, you're on fire, Aries. Okay, so yeah, because down at the bottom it says you're right on track with the world to becoming whole, and you've got the gusto, you've got the Knight of Swords, you're in it. You're in it to win it right now. Interesting. Over here, like in your environment and information and stuff coming through, you've got a little bit of love, gentle, kind, Romeo, Juliet, Two of Cups. You know, got a lot of twos here, so a lot of choices that you're making, but you've got some energy of something lovely and sweet and kind, even tickles your fancy of fantasizing about it in the best ways, the lovely things, the gentle things, the godly things, the sweetness. There's a delicious level of sweetness coming in right now, and some information you just got in the joining, and there's you and another like soul or of being able to come forward and say I love you, you know, energy, very sweet, very gentle. It's so interesting because you have this like, you could kick butt right now, and yet you have this like sweetness that's there too. I'm like, wow. It does say also in the future that you're in the mood to travel for the gusto, and there's nothing really holding you back, and you know that you might do things that you're a little addicted to or reckless or whatever, but you don't care, you're moving forward anyway. Oh my goodness. My good, you know, and I'm just not going to say anything, Aries, to hold you back right now. Just be careful. Just don't hurt yourself. You're there to protect everybody right now, so I don't think you're going to hurt anybody else, but don't hurt yourself in the process. It does say that there is an energetic of a King of Cups. He's actually a manly man that is good with his emotions and everything. He's there to be helpful in your choices and your projects and decisions of the actions that you want to take forward. So you have a joining energy of somebody of that nature that is there to support you. It does say, okay, it does say, no, I don't want to make you paranoid. It does say that there's something coming up in the farther future where you're disappointed. Somebody does something that, it could be levels of betrayal or levels of, you know, and it makes you feel sad and you didn't quite see that coming, but then someone does something that's not cool. And you're not having it. I don't think so. No. It's more of a disappointment to you. It does hurt you deep inside, but you're so on fire that sometimes when Aries is on fire and someone does something that deeply upsets them, we don't know how much it upsets them, because they're like, really? And they're such a warrior that my mind said, you just scare the out of people. Which is so funny. So they don't know how much they hurt you by what they did, because you're about ready to, woo, intimidating. It's almost like you don't even have to kick their booties, because just that look, that Aries look, nothing like it. Nothing like it when they're upset and something's not cool and you've pissed an Aries off. Someone's going to do something that's not cool, and you're going to have that look, and you're probably going to let them know, but actually it says that moving towards it, you're not totally sure you want to handle it, but someone is not being honest, and it sounds like they said words even that were not really cool, and you're actually, cards say that you're not actually sure how they know you're not having it. You can see things very clearly. But you're going to take pause and try to figure out how you want to, your higher self. You know, it makes sense though, because when there's levels of something that affects you deeply and there's a level of betrayal, sometimes you got to take a breath. How do I want to handle this? Because there's soul contracts and everything, and you know, don't want to take things and make things linger. So the cards tell me that you're going to have to take a moment because you're not totally sure how you want to handle it, but you see the level of a type of kind of betrayal, and you're going to have, oh, it says deal with this liar. Ah, it's so aggressive. It happens, but better we know than, and that it's brought forth and it's a bit uncool. But then you have to look at also too consideration of how do you want to handle this, because you got business to do. You got your projects and everything like that, and you don't need any drama. So what sort of actions that you want to take, it's going to take you a hot minute to figure out what you want to do with it. Okay, so let me take a moment and we'll be right back with the wrap up. Just a quick reminder to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. This will give you a feel for which energetic you're possibly experiencing right now. And if you would like a detailed personal reading, you can book a reading at ctgtarot.com. And thank you for subscribing and clicking the like button. The kitties and I are very grateful. So Aries, looking at this overall, wow, you're clear, you're on fire, you're in the best of Aries. You're full Mars energy right now. And even though you're being slightly held back, it's bringing you to the peak of some of the things that Aries does best. And you are one of the best protectors. And you're in prime energy for that right now, because you're not going to put up with any bad people. But you're so clear that I'm actually not that worried about you saying things that you'll regret later. So I'm not going to say it. You do you. All right. So of course the wrap up. You're fully clear. You know the things that you're working for you that are not, and that are not working for you because you're trying to manifest. You've got a lot of stuff within your financials and your projects going on. You're focused on. You're taking the proper rest and reprieve to get clear on that. You're making a lot of choices right now. You've got a lot of two, so you're making decisions. You'll execute them in January. You've got the gusto. You're right on track with your world. You got a little bit of soft energy coming through of this lovely sweetness of coming forward. I love that that's coming to you right now. You're not going to put up with anybody's BS with someone hurting people's feelings on purpose. Anybody that tries to do that, you're going to have them for lunch. You're kind of the protector right now because you are clear and on fire. Looks like you're going to be adventuresome and go do stuff, and even if it's levels of things that are maybe not so good for you, oh, you don't really care. Well, be careful, Aries. Be careful. Be careful. In the future, it does talk about there's something with somebody's you're going to find out something's coming forward. It's going to be a little disappointing. Can be level of betrayals, but it does hurt you deep inside. And you're not going to have it. You are not going to have it. Emotionally, you're like, no. And you're going to have to figure out what you want to do with this level of something's kind of not being the dishonesty, because you've got things you're doing, you got projects and stuff, and you don't necessarily want drama. And so you're like, how do I handle this without bringing crap into my life? But you are disappointed in this scenario, but you're not going to have it, and you're going to have to, it's not telling me how you're going to do it, but you're going to take a hot minute to get your mind and everything synergetic with your intuition of how you want to handle the scenario. You got support from a King of Cups with your doings and actions and wantings, a mature gentleman, that mature soul male that is full of love and heart energy, that's in support of you right now. And all the way around, Aries, you are strong and wow. Very clear. When other signs right now are going to take in other courses of out of sorts and everything, not you, not you. So I hope you have a good holiday season, and we will talk soon. All right. You. Mush, mush. Have a good one.